this afternoon is David Goad. Just keep going. Just keep going, David Goad.
There's something comforting about a train. The way it just keeps going no matter what's happening. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, I ride a commuter train to work every day. And this one particular day, I was so comfortable in my table seat. I had my laptop plugged in, wireless internet, and best of all, no one around to crowd my space. Fremont Station. The next batch of passengers shuffle onto the train looking for seats. And I can see out of the corner of my eye some guy rustling some big bags up the aisle. And I just knew he was going to come over, plop down, and ruin my little paradise. Sure enough, he walks up to my table and says, "Do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind?" "No, not at all." "Thank you, appreciate it, thank you." And I watched him squeeze his stuff into the seat across from me. I could see he was 20-something. He had long, stringy red hair hanging out the back of his baseball cap. He had a white, sleeveless t-shirt, which gave me access to any smell that might emanate. And he's wearing these funky pajama pants. He carried this big blue vinyl duffel bag, stuffed to the seams, and a large yellow backpack, which he hoisted up onto the table, way too close to my laptop. So what do when a character like this sits next to you on public transportation? You reach for your noise-canceling headphones. But apparently I was too late, and I was now a captive audience. I'm going to Stockton, first time going to Stockton. Have you been to Stockton? Yes, I've been there. You know, shelters in Stockton? Shelters? Shelters. He pointed over to his blue duffel bag and said, "You know, shelters. I'm homeless. That's when I snapped out of my self-defense bubble. Here was this homeless kid, riding the Ace train with a bunch of 40-something executives like me, just trying to get from one town to the next. He said, "I don't know Stockton that well, but I could look up some shelters on the internet for you." "Dang, you got internet right there? Whoa! Have you got a printer too?" "No, I don't have a printer, but I could draw a little map for you." "Thank you, appreciate it, thank you." "And look at bus fare in Stockton. I'm disabled, cheaper price for disabled." I started to get drawn into his story. He explained to me that he was trying to go to Stockton to get to LA to visit his mother. My mom's diabetic. She's 54 and diabetic. I didn't ask any more on that topic. He seemed a little troubled by it. But then he started pulling his treasures out of the big yellow backpack. An insulated coffee mug with a train station logo on the side. He said, "Lady filled that up with hot chocolate, and I got the mug for free." He pulled out a big jar of applesauce, unscrewed the lid, and chugged a mouthful. That's good stuff, good stuff. It occurred to me I hadn't properly introduced myself. I said, "Hi, my name's David. What's yours?" "My name's Pebbles." "Pebbles? You know Pebbles like Flintstones? My mom used to call me Pebbles because Pebbles is independent and gets in trouble all the time." Man, I don't care what trouble comes my way. I just keep going. Just keep going. His optimism was refreshing. I put away my laptop and we talked about the windmills and the green Altamont Hills, about that famous Rolling Stones concert that happened there in the 60s. And he surprised me when he said, "Yeah, Hell's Angels stabbed someone. I said, "You're not old enough to remember that Rolling Stones concert." And he just rolled his eyes sarcastically and said, "I know ancient history." "Are you calling me old?" "You said it, not me, not me." I was really starting to like this kid. The train starts moving downhill faster, and I told him that my stop was coming up next. And he stared silently out the window for a few minutes. And then right back to me. He said, you know, most people don't want to be by me. They say, get away from me. But you, his face got very serious. You treat me like a human being. What did he say after that? Tracy Station. I gathered up my stuff, got ready to go. Even though Pebbles never once asked me for money, I reached in my wallet and gave him my last $20 bill. I said, here, when you get to LA, tell your mom I said hi. And tell her how impressed I am with your survival skills. Thank you, appreciate it, thank you. Bye, David. Goodbye, Pebbles. I still think about this kid from time to time. I don't know if he made it to a good shelter in Stockholm. And I don't know if he ever made it to LA to visit his mother. But I do know this, that sometimes we receive reminders that we are not alone. That we are put here on this planet for each other. And I may have been some small help to Pebbles that day. He was really a messenger to me. Like a train running true on its track. No matter what trouble comes your way, you just